Hey all, Binks here. Daken is really shown to be one of the most versatile and just awesome season pass cards we've had in a really long time. I'm super excited to continue playing with him, and right after my first stream, I kind of put together this combo deck that works with Daken Zola in a really cool way. I call this deck BPDC, or Black Panther Daken Combo. The goal of the deck is to pretty much like revolve around getting an Daken Zola and then being able to follow it up. So if we are able to play Daken at some point on turns 3 ideally, we can then play Ramp on turn 4, so we have both Wave and Psylocke that we can play on turn 4 to get to a Daken Zola on turn 5. What happens when you play Daken and then Daken Zola is that Daken will put a shard into your hand, you then Daken Zola the Daken to create 2 more that add 2 more shards to your hand, giving you a total of 3 cards in hand as long as you're able to get rid of a card in your hand earlier in the game. We have things like Spider Ham and Nova to get out. Previous versions I had a Koye, which went okay, but we decided to move it a bit. Once you have those 3 shards in your hand, there are 2 different ways that you can finish out the game. We can play all 3 shards out and then Killmonger all of them. So that's one route. Also really good if our opponent has some really strong 1-drops out there in the field. Or we can play the MODOK to discard them out of our hand. Some really cool alternate paths that we have to this is playing Black Panther into Zola, just a really, really strong 1-2 punch and then trying to win out the game that way. We can even do things like Black Panther, then Absorbing Man a different lane, and then choose which one to Daken Zola if we're able to get some ramp going. We have lines to extend the game with magic to help with our draw because we're really dependent on certain key cards to get out there. But top to bottom, this deck is a ton of fun, and I have not seen too many people enjoying it. What makes this deck incredibly powerful is that if we go down the Daken line, now the Black Panther line, if we play Black Panther and Daken Zola, you're always going to be vulnerable to things like Killmonger, or sorry, Shang-Chi. We actually had Wong in the deck previously before Absorbing Man to do like Wong, Panther, Zola, but Shang-Chi is just so prevalent in the meta right now, it just felt like you were just getting Shawn every single time you tried to do that. But with Daken, we play Daken and we Daken Zola. Those Dakens stay 4 until the very end of the game. And if we spent all of our resources to create 2 4-power cards, your opponent's going to have priority. So this is a giant stat on a single card combo that dodges Shang-Chi, which is incredibly rare in Marvel Snap. I think you're really going to like these highlights. I think that this deck can use refinement. You'll see me shuffle through a few different cards during the stream. I was really trying to get it to lock in. I think with more time, we can really make this work. But this deck is an absolute beast on ladder. In Conquest, you can get into some trouble if you're running into Cosmo or if you're running into armor a lot. But outside of that, try this deck on ladder. You will have a ton of fun, and getting 2 32-power Dakens consistently is just simply amazing. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit the like button. Check down below, make sure you subscribe. Catch you live at twitch.tv/pinks_plays. Enjoy. You peace. Well, we have everything we need. And our opponent's playing Quicksilver. Easiest snap of our life. We have literally everything that we... It's okay, we magic it. It's okay, chat. You might think... you might think we have to be worried about TVA, but it's okay. We're gonna magic the TVA. It's not a big deal, chat. Our opponent has Quicksilver and Domino in their deck. They're probably an Agatha deck, huh? They're not an Agatha deck, actually. Oh, and we have the Daken? Oh, baby. It's Quicksilver. Such a Giga Chad, dude. Oh, no, you are literally not allowed to play. You're literally not allowed to play Galactus. It's fine. We actually don't mind if they Galactus all that much. It's not Agatha. We have the same amount of cards in our hand. I also checked if it was Agatha. They're not an Agatha deck. They're just silly. It's actually totally fine because the Camouflage is very, very important for this to be okay. I want to get cards out of my hand. Getting cards out of my hand is paramount right now. And to get these cards out of hand, then we Daken Zola right. We get to get both the Daken and the magic. 2 more shards, and then we play all the shards and play Skillmonger. We're a little bit out of space, but we should be fine. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll only have enough space for 3 shards, so we should be fine. Yo, fine, chug up. Thank you so much. No doom for you, you piece. Oh, we can just Modok. It makes it way easier. Makes it way easier. Way easier. It's actually unbelievably important that we hit the Modok there. Yeah, the spider hand sound effect, is that new? It sounds so much sillier now. Oh yeah, the magic effect doesn't go off. It's actually unbelievably important because we would have lost had we not top decked this Modok this turn. We would have simply lost. We don't have priority though, so there's no way they beat us, so we just get 64 power Modoks. Or Dakens all the way across the sky. 64 power Dakens all the way across the sky! Let's go. So satisfying to hit, dude. So incredibly satisfying to hit. So I actually wonder, I think if Daken's on deep space, I think the thing is that it won't generate a shard, but if I destroy a shard, because Daken still has the name Daken, I think it will double its power. I'm pretty sure. I haven't tried it yet. I did get in a situation where I almost tried it, but we'll see, because I simply don't know. Simply do not know. But I think we can't. Oh, that's a great hit. We'll snap. We'll snap on that, Dingy, Mr. Allen, I presume. Monsieur Dingy Allen. Do magic here. Actually, don't think we need to magic. We don't need to magic at all. Actually, we go Daken. We go Psylocke. Play Psylocke left, maybe. Daken will play Psylocke left. We Arnim Zola the Daken. We'll only have 2 shards, but there's 2 16 power ones should still be enough. And then we Skillmonger them away. But I'm pretty sure it should buff the Daken in deep space. I just don't think the Daken will give us a shard. I could be wrong though. That's our hope. That this is the case. We just Psylocke. This is kind of like an example. So hopefully this game will be a pretty good example of like why I think this combo is so strong. It's like there's so many trees to hit, but when you get the Daken ramp Zola, it's so incredibly hard to beat. So I should only add 1 shard to my hand. And then we can play triple shard Skillmonger. Murmusa is destroyed in Dark Space. I don't think it will proc Daken if Murmusa is triggered while it's in here. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. So this one will not give us one, but I think this one should get... So this will get to 16. We get 19, 22. I can't imagine they can discard too much more. We're in trouble if they can beat 16 middle. I think their thing was only 12, right? I think we're fine. Pretty sure they just play 12 power guy middle. And we'll get a test if the Daken increases in power, which I think that it should. I think that it should still double because it's still named Daken. They didn't get rid of the card's name. Yeah, very nice. Big brain. So as long as he didn't play the shards in deep space. I think if the shards were in deep space and they got hit, they wouldn't trigger. But if we play them right, the shards are the text that's activating, chat. You have to think about it like this. The shards are what's activating. The Daken isn't activating. So you can silence a Thanos, right? And the Thanos will still get buffed by the Power Stone. It's the exact same way. I think we probably want to extend the game here instead of just going Daken. Probably happy just playing out the magic. And Daken Shuri's Lab, which is very, very, very strong. We would go Wong, Daken, hopefully Zola there. Oh, we're getting weird with it. We're still missing several pieces, but I think this is pretty good. We're still missing some pieces, but I think we'll be okay. The other problem with Wong is that if there is Cosmo, it's the only thing that really says like, hey, look out for this. So people don't really expect Daken to... Trees Lab is the feature location? Oh, it makes this combo even cooler. Hog. Go Wong, get a card Daken. We still have space in our hand, which is nice. So we'll do that. Wave. A wave. Interesting. We'll go with the Daken.
This is what we got. Everybody's a Binks fan.
We do have 7 turns. We got time. Magento pulling the magic. A bit annoying. A bit annoying for sure. Bum, 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 bum. As long as it's a deck and we're going to be okay. Because each of them get become 32 power. Each of them are going to become 64 power. Doesn't really matter if we hit anything else first. It would be kind of nice if they like turn off Limbo and then I return it on with the magic. That'd be quite funny. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Lord Zoran, thanks for the Prime Arena. Thank you, thank you. Daken? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is another reason why I think this combo is sick. As you'll notice, we do not have priority. Our opponent has priority. So they can't Shaun us. Magic doesn't work like that anymore? Ah, that's actually a really good point. I forgot about that. They are unable to Shaun us here. Oh, if this is Cosmo, I'll cry. I'll literally cry if this is Cosmo. Odin? Ah, that's fine, man. You're pulling that Daken in, and he is gonna cause you a lot of issues that you weren't ready for. Zonk. Easy game. Quick 70 power left, no big deal. Bum, 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 bum. Thoughts on new Spidey? It's cool. It goes... Okay, no Legion. It's actually quite good for us. Bit of a scary card to deal with. We have the Psylocke into the Zola, into the triple Killmonger. We're absolutely snapping here. We don't give a shit if they get this. Yo, this is so good. We have everything. We let them try and deal with this white hot room because I really don't care about it that much. Okay, they get Psylocke. Okay, let me simply play this. Nothing else. The only thing that we're really in trouble with is if they get any kind of we have priority, so we get the both the Dakens down. So I think we're actually completely fine here. We get both Dakens down. And then we just have to play out the 3 shards and the Skillmonger. And then we get the 232 power Dakens. And even if they have a million energy, like, what are they going to do? And we never have priority here because we're always going to be winning. We're always going to be losing right and middle, so we dodge Shaun. This is like what I said. I think that the fact that this deck dodges Shaun with like a crazy combo like this is super cool. It's like when you do the Black Panther combo, you're just kind of like, I don't know. What do I do? How do I win? Seems impossible. I'm scared that they're gonna like armor middle. Wait, do I want to make this Darkhawk bigger? I'm trying to avoid making this Darkhawk bigger. Do I have to worry about armor middle, man? Maybe just don't worry about how big this Darkhawk gets. I just tell him to eat it. Yo, Beta Combos! Thank you so much for the gifty. to GDIII333. Do me a favor and thank them for the... All right, we're just going to give them an enormous... we're going to give them an enormous Darkhawk and not care. They're probably not... I mean, they're not going to expect us to get 32 power in multiple lanes, right? I guess, dude, this is the last card played. Maybe Mystique is scary. This deck doesn't play armor usually. I know, but what if it does, though? How big will the Mystique be if we add 6 more? If it had 12, it'd be at 28. We're going to be at 30. Yeah, I don't want to deal with this Mystique, man. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. I got too scared, man. I got too scared. Yeah, I could have moved the piggy maybe and gotten it. Just worrying too much, man. Can you explain this deck, please? Sure, it's a combo deck that is focused on playing Daken and Black Panther with Arnim Zola. You get multiple versions of them. Some of the main lines that you get with the deck is by playing Magic, and then you could do things like Daken, Zola on 6, MODOK on 7. You can play Daken on 3, Psylocke or Electro on 4, Arnim Zola on the Daken on 5, and then use MODOK to get rid of the cards. Or if you use Psylocke, you can also play Shard into Killmonger. Lots of different kind of like combo trees and stuff that you can go down. And how do we want to proceed here? We have the Zola already pre-discounted, which is nice. We're just missing the rest of our cards, so I think we are going to want to extend the game here. Extend the game right. Hopefully they don't have any clogging stuff, because clogging stuff beats us up. Dude, Sauron armor decks are so interesting to me. Okay, Daken would be huge here. Nothing. So we kind of need to get something down. Can't even really play Wong on the lane that we want to. Let's play Wong in our off lane. Just to kind of scare our opponent. Next turn we need to top deck Daken or Panther, otherwise our combo's kind of dead. I guess we can hold off. If we don't draw Panther, we could potentially draw it a little bit later and still get it. Daken's huge. So now we go Daken Psylocke here. We'll get 2 shards. Zola into Skillmonger or MODOK. Next turn we will have extra energy too to work with if we need it. So we should have we'll pretty much fill ourselves with shards eventually. We'll pretty much be full up on shards eventually. Daken will give me... Daken won't... Yeah, Daken will give us 2 extra shards. Yes. So we can go Zola here, and then we can even clear our hand, so we can get 3 more shards. We can play the Zola and the Skillmonger here. Or we can go Killmonger. It might be even better. Clears up a bunch of space. Fills off their Nebula and stuff. If they pig us, though, they beat our MODOK. If they have pig, which is a crazy thing to think about. Let's just do this. Let's lull them into a false sense of security. We actually kind of like that they don't think that they're going to lose. And then we potentially have some outs with like Killmonger, double Killmonger shard or something. But we're going to have 4 cards. We're going to have 4 shards to discard. And we bonk the Enchantress, which stops the Wong, Lizard, Typhoid, Bonka. Prepare to meet your maker, sir. We'd probably run here, though. We could lose to Cosmo left, which is a bit scary. But I think that if they have a Cosmo, they're going to play it middle, right? There's no world where they play the Cosmo off of the Wong lane. And they played Sauron. Very true. Big Daken's coming up. Whoa, we have 1,000 viewers. That's super awesome. Thank y'all for being here. Let's go. There's some 65 power Daken, 64 power Dakens for you. You'd think that Red Skull Shuri and a Shuri'd Ebony Maw on the same line. 2 64 power Dakens doing Wong, Daken Zola. But do you think that 64 power Dakens will help you win over 32 power Dakens? You could also do the exact same thing with Daken, Wong, Zola. You usually don't have hand space for 4 shards anyway. It's actually very hard to have hand space for 4 shards. This is one of the biggest issues you run into. We do have to extend the game, I think. We don't have to do it just yet. We can just go Daken here. We don't have to extend the game just yet, because then we could like top deck Psylocke. Go crazy. What about Electro and a Black Panther, then Zola, then Absorbing Man? It could be good. We had Electro in the deck, but we just cut it, so I don't think we're gonna uncut it immediately. We did top deck the Psylocke. Let's do this. If we top deck the Zola, we're feeling really good. If not, we could just play the Magic next turn, extend the game. Not that big of a deal either way. Honk the Enchantress. Estimate right after Electro's been cut. Yeah. But I'm also really bad with that. I've always been horrible with that. Ah! Damn, that was really smart of them. You, dude. Maybe they don't Shawn it right away. Maybe I can get away with it. Damn it, that was so smart. Missed 1 power by Psylocking first. Oh no, wait, that doesn't mean anything. Damn, dude, that skill mogger to get the Daken in range was so smart, dude. Okay. Alright, Chad, I'm gonna make a psycho play here. I'm gonna play one of the shards. I think the 2 extra power we get here is valuable. And they're never beating. What are they getting? 36? They're never beating 36. I think the 2 power here could be very valuable. That means that they have to play a decent sized card on top of the Shawn to make it work. They also can't Shawn left, which is pretty important. Do you have any other way of getting right? I go first. No, this is the best play. They can still beat us, but I think this is the best play. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, the Zabu doesn't allow the Shawn left. It does allow the Shawn right, though, but then we should win total power with the 36. Just allowed the Crystal. The problem with this deck is that, like, things like Crystal, you can't really draw cards with this deck. You will run out of hand space, and you won't get 3 shards. The deck really pops when you can get 3 shards, which is why we have Spider-Ham and Nova in the deck. Because we're really hoping that we can play one of them early and clear out our hand. Kind of have to play here, which doesn't feel great. Hopefully they play left or off Shuri's Lab and they don't get a bunch of extra benefit from this. I've made a few Kingpin decks. Kingpin decks are really hard to work though, man. Oh, Crystal wasn't a 4/4, more a 2/2? A 2/2 Crystal would be really powerful. You can't make draw in Marvel Snap good. It is one of the interesting thing about the game. If you made draw in Marvel Snap good, everyone would just try and draw cards to like fully play out everything. But it's just simply something that can't really happen. We have Zola. We have Panther Zola. I don't want to talk about it, chat. Should be a rule where you can't play Dr. Octopus. Magic's technically a draw card. It is not. Highlight replacement. What do you think? Love to hear your thoughts. Give me an option. I'll tell you if it's a good one or not. Tyler not in front of the stream anymore? Maybe not. Maybe not after that. My man, just give me an out. He did not. Wait, what? How does he get right? Does he have Doom? No Doom, no Doom, no Doom. No Doom, no Doom. Ah! Oh, shit. Oh, God. Make sure to subscribe. Watch that one too.